Alright, let's try this again because for some reason my characters were only walking. I don't know of my controller, so I just had to take the batteries out. I use a wireless pad. So I just take the batteries out, put them back in. It seems to be working. Our problem earlier were just like turned off, so I don't know if like for some reason they don't hold the batteries they don't hold a charge. But yeah, I use rechargeable batteries because this one's controller from before the brand PD Power A had before the the aftermarket controllers. Yeah, before they started doing the rechargeable wireless, they were the battery powered wireless. So I bought this controller a long time ago. I didn't really use it because I never really had much opportunity to use it. Then I bought a rechargeable wireless, a rechargeable battery pack a couple months ago. So that was primarily just to use this controller without having to buy batteries. And now that I'm done boring everyone, I guess this is more of a preliminary run, just to really get a feel for it. So I've spent all day just being bored out of my mind, doing like gauntlets and danger room, things like that, to be able to get the to finish superior, get the 4th ISO. Yeah, those things. So all my ISOs, it's just credits and just credits and experience. Yeah. So it's still a work in progress. Let's get started.
Seriously? No welcoming committee? Scans were right. We've got ourselves a ghost ship.
Why would the Kree abandon a vessel of this caliber?
I have a terrible feeling we are about to find out.
Hold on. Some weird energy readings just popped up on my map. Any chance it could be survivors? Whatever they are, they ain't far away. Let's go find out. We'd better clear this junk out of the way. Let's see what's behind door number 2. Everyone, take cover!
Our path has been obliterated.
What are our options here, Rocket? Looks like there's only one way out. The bridge is falling apart. Try to jump over the gaps.
Easy to say for the man with the ridiculous boot jets.
I knew I should have stayed on the ship.
What? Alright, so party, so Gambit, Psylocke, Jean Grey, those are non-negotiable. Gambit is crowd control, he can do damage to bosses, combos really nicely with his own abilities. Psylocke, she deals damage to bosses.
The Kree are hiding on this ship.
So,
It must be
yeah,
very important
she's
that
really
Nebula
nice at
is
that.
involved.
What if their trap was not meant for us?
Jean Grey,
What was it for?
she can do some damage, but I have her mainly because 1, she flies, and 2, her EP recharging ability.
The energy source we're tracking should be right
Yeah, so
past.
combine that with the Gambit and spamming throwing cards,
These
do a
ones think
lot.
they are tough. How
Those two, they synergize so well.
Smash the core computer and the barrier should go down. I hope.
Like,
Bombs? Alright. Now things are getting fun.
and I have Elektra here because she's kind of like a Gambit light and a Psylocke light. So she doesn't obviously because she's a hybrid character, like she's not as good
Glad that's over. Don't
with
get
like her
too
throwing
comfy,
stars as
pal.
Gambit is with his playing
Final
cards,
destination's
and
right
she's
on
not
the
as
other
good
side of
with her
this
Psy
door.
as Psylocke is with her katana. But she can do both. So usually like an off chance like we're in a boss fight and someone runs out of EP, I can switch to her to basically like fill that role at like probably like 75 to 80%. So I think that's the one that's negotiable. Like in DLC I used Invisible Woman because she has damage reduction ability. But this is a lot more about just like dealing damage as much as possible, as quick as possible. But yeah, that fourth spot where Elektra is, that's like a rotating spot. So Elektra, Storm, Moon Knight, considered Punisher just because I like the character. But yeah, so the other three, those are non-negotiable. I've considered maybe Jean Grey, but then it has to be like with someone who flies, just to be able to like move past the mooks on the mobs. And like, I don't use like Crawler.
Why were we transported to this place, Quill?
I don't know.
Yeah, like, I haven't.
I just grabbed the
Like,
stone.
I don't know when I'm gonna
So
beat the
we're
game on
safe.
Ultimate.
No cell
So
can hold
Ultimate
us.
Thanos.
Looks like we
Yeah,
just made bail, Guardians.
So you just Jean Grey really.
We've got to
Sometimes Storm, like I mentioned,
if we
but-
want to restore power to this dump.
Overall, like the big three of like Gambit, Jean Grey, Psylocke, I really like how they all work. So it's like just a float spot. That one, it rotates.
Now can we finally get out of here?
These are no ordinary prisoners.
Neither are we.
Any notion of where in the universe we are?
No idea. But the other prisoners look strangely human-ish.
I am Groot.
I hear you, buddy. This sure brings back some memories, don't it?
How come you Guardians are back on Earth?
I guess home is still my happy place.
It won't be for long if we don't get things under control. We've got an entire supervillain prison population ready to break free.
Next time you teleport us across the galaxy, Quill, try to think of a beach instead.
Because the raft is reserved exclusively for the worst criminals our planet has to offer. Which makes me wonder, what were you guys doing in there? That went so much better than when I do it alone.
Then let's stick together and get out of here. Preferably before they wake up. Not that I'm complaining, but shouldn't a prison have, you know, guards?
Yeah, something's definitely not right here.
Ah, finally, some fresh air. Those cells smelled worse.
What now?
In case you haven't noticed, his whole body's made of sand. Hitting him is useless. He's working. He's solidified. This may be our only chance to stop him.
Are these jerks? Great.
It's like they always say, Sandy. Life's a beach.
Now you'll die.
How about I give you a little piece of my mind?
Was that the Green Goblin circling the control tower? No telling the damage that maniac could do if he gains access to the raft security systems. Shield scanners are going wild. You must be close to something.
You should be able to reach the control tower from here.
If you can avoid triggering the defense system, you should be fine.
What good are all these fancy weapons if they're turned off? Here, let me help you with that. Oh, don't worry, little heroes. I have plenty more toys for you to play with.
The prisoners have hacked into the security network. They're in control of all the raft's heavy weapons.
Ah, man. What are you doing? God, I'm so terrible at these things. I have no idea. I can never get the timing down. Yeah, that skip I got with being gray, the one that you guys usually do with Nightcrawler, it's just fly into that spot with the skip. It was off and on. But I'm under no illusion that this isn't going to be, this is like under 2 hours. I'm perfectly content with that. Oh god, I'm so bad at these.
To get past those security gates, you're gonna have to access the terminals in the proper sequence.
I can never get these things right. Yeah, just feel free to skip ahead.
After all I've endured, happy doesn't exactly come easy.
Nice work, team.
Ah, too early.
You may be getting closer to the tower, but I'm the one in control.
Free time. Nice to finally have some backup. Thought I'd have to clean up this mess all by myself.
I'm letting these prisoners out early for bad behavior.
Oh, come on! You have got to be kidding me! Let's make this count. I am not doing this a third time.
Damn it. I will never get used to the Switch control scheme. Just because I play overwhelmingly on Xbox. So like the buttons reverse just always screws me up.
Not about to start now.
Yeah, skip ahead. Yeah, I'm so bad at these.
How come they can never make getting out of prison easy? Oh, right.
Simply amazing. But there are more twists and turns still to come.
Whoa, cool it, kids. We're all friends here.
Material's mist must have mucked up their minds. We better remove these kids from play before they hurt anyone, including themselves.
Hey, I didn't come all the way to an alternate reality to get thrown in a prison cell. I could have just stayed home.
Damn,
for
if he
that.
hadn't jumped
Cool. This is
before, then I would have probably gotten all three of them
I
in the cycle.
demand a phone call, a lawyer, and a fair trial.
My spider sense usually goes nuts when bad guys attack. Well, at least my other powers are still working. When I get out of here, I'm really gonna let you have it. Just give me like
Bad idea.
10, 15 minutes to recover. Okay? Thanks.
I retire hopes for these young champions. If you think you can defeat me, you are deceiving yourselves.
Not even the stars are safe in the sky.
I'll make you all disappear. Just wait for my next trick. You won't believe your eyes. It's not my fault you don't appreciate real showmanship.
You heroes just won't quit, will you? It would almost be admirable if it wasn't so blasted annoying.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Just wait.
Whatever's going down inside the tower, we'll help you stop it. We owe you that much.
Next stop, the Raft's main control room. If the Goblin wants to break out, he'll have to do it from there.
And once that force field goes down, Manhattan becomes supervillain central.
Be honest, it kinda already is, right? Why else would so many of you guys live there?
Technically, I live in Jersey, but I get your point.
First floor, supervillains and butt kickers.
Pick a card and go. You will rue the day you thought yourselves fit to challenge Otto Octavius. You've always underestimated me. Never again. My master plan is foolproof. Make way for child. You are nothing but fools. Typical. You heroes lash out with brute force against those who threaten you intellectually. You cannot lock one as brilliant as I away in a cage. Dr. Octopus must be free to reign supreme. You meddlesome morons are always getting in my way.
That wouldn't hurt, but then neither is you.
Cannot be. I am your superior.
Yeah, honestly, the thing I've never liked about Psylocke is just that, like, I love her as a character, both Psylocks. This one was with Braddock and Condom. But like in the game, like this ability, it's great when it hits, but like it so rarely hits. It always just phases through, and it's really annoying. I wish it wasn't like that.
It never ends well.
Whereas Elektra's, it just, I guess you can say it bounces off its target, so you can just keep spamming it over and over again.
This stone was delivered to me by fate. You'll never take it away from me. You should know by now, I'm made from tougher stuff than that. Hey, that's my trick. Hands off, heroes. I think I'll take my time and enjoy this. I'll make you pay for hurting me.
Gambit stole your wig and your wallet.
Nice.
Took you long enough. Good thing I charge by the hour. Sorry, gang. I've got another lead to follow up on. I'll meet up with you a bit later, but I'll stay in touch just in case, okay?
Oh, did I mention that the ancient ninja temple is guarded by actual ninjas? If not, I probably should have. I'm betting you've noticed this by now, but the Hands ninjas have a tendency to appear out of nowhere. See those searchlights sweeping the rooftop? That means the Hand knows we're coming. Stick to the shadows or you'll never make it to the temple. At least, not in one piece.
Watch it!
Damn it.
Impressive as always, Jess. You gonna tell me how you got through all that without getting caught?
Nope. Gotta keep the mystery in our relationship alive somehow, babe.
I hate to ditch, but I just got an emergency call from a client who pays a lot more than you. Get inside and meet up with the defenders. They'll help you handle it from here. I hope. One last thing. Danny just texted me and told me he'll meet you at the door. Knowing him, you'll probably want to stand back.
Taste cold steel. Nowhere to run.
That was a good one.
I was really surprised that they added Shadowland when I
There
played
is
this
blood to be spilled.
originally.
Yes.
I thought, okay, it looks really cool.
It's gonna be fun.
And since it's Japanese devs, they probably just like thought it was amusing. Like the whole like ninja play a huge role in like the Daredevil family. But like the actual Shadowland storyline, that was like I want to say it was like 2009, 2010. Yeah, that was very memorable. So they basically just like street level heroes. So it's like, there's like Spider-Man, and then it's like, you know, Daredevil, Moon Knight, all those, yeah, Iron Fist, and it's very mediocre. And they kind of almost remade it in a way, like what, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, they almost remade it as Dark Reign, which is like the major Marvel event. Yeah, that was not Dark Reign, Devil's Reign. Yeah, Dark Reign was Shadowland actually happened, I believe, during the Dark Reign event originally, so it's confusing, and Shadowland wasn't very good, and then Devil's Reign was just as mediocre. So yeah, that's just the character for Hand. This is the Hand of the organization, so.
My radar sense gives me an advantage, letting me sense where their triggers are. Your safest bet is to let me or another teammate who can detect danger lead the way. I hear more coming, like rats scurrying in the walls.
But then neither is he.
She's saving the power from the ballistics. If we take them out first, perhaps we can cut off her supply.
Yes. No way.
Be trapped in this accursed place any longer. There, an exit from this infernal cage.
I don't think.
Could anyone else use some fresh air?
These weapons could prove quite useful in the right hands.
Because anyone who knows dead. I'm right at home here in the Kingpin's little museum. After all, I make killing an art. Do me a favor and die already. I have a reputation.
Something tells me the Kingpin didn't put his latest acquisition on display. If we want the stone, we'll have to find him first.
All right, let's move.
The these have anything to do with those statues we saw earlier?
Don't look at me. Iron Fist.
Great. Here come more of the Crimson Ninjas of West Midtown.
What's going on?
There. That's much better feng shui.
I do my best fighting in hallways.
Yeah, but I prefer walls I can use to my advantage. Not
Like
ones
this
I can
is
kick
like
straight
it looks
through.
so cool. Okay, kind of just like I said, I read Shadowland the comic book and it was pretty mediocre. So it's just like, man, what a cool image that I have to associate with the bad comic book.
I own you. You are climbed from the gutters of Hell's Kitchen to the top of the world. Now, with this crystal enhancing my power, this city will belong to Wilson Fisk.
I'll make sure you never forget this moment.
If you won't bow to my demands, I'm afraid you're in for a very hostile takeover.
If that isn't one of your Infinity Stones, then...
So, yeah.
You guys are probably going to want to take a look at these readings.
Minor? That is curious. Perimeter scans reveal no external threats to Avengers Tower.
Jarvis, I need you to amplify this frequency and trace it back to... Jarvis?
I cannot access the tower's operating system either, Iron Man. If our mainframe has been compromised, we are no longer safe in our own home.
Then I guess it's a good thing I own about a dozen others.
How glorious it must be to be Tony Stark.
You know what? It is. It really is.
They seem to agree.
My drones? They shouldn't have been activated on their own. Help me shut them down, team.
We should be able to manually reboot the tower's defenses sector by sector if we enter the Avengers Priority Override code into these terminals. User Override Protocol A57 initiated. Since the iron drones are linked to the lab's mainframe, this should neutralize them.
Yeah.
We continued Vision's research on the ISO 8. I think you're gonna like what we found. Just detected another anomaly in your area.
I have found a means to evolve machine-kind beyond our programming, making humanity obsolete. Prepare to be removed from service permanently.
He's covering
Access to the sector is currently obstructed. You will need to enter the override code into the nearest interface terminal. Tower systems restored to 25% functionality. Iron Man's armors were designed to aid us against our enemies, not to become enemies themselves.
I sense even more of them coming.
Tower systems restored to 40% functionality.
Hey, Avengers. This is the Wasp. I'd love to join the fun, but I'm currently locked down in the main living quarters. If you happen to have a second to swing by and set me free, that'd be swell.
Yes.
The time has come.
I should have figured that hacking our systems was only the first stage of the attack. Now Ultron sent his drones to do his dirty work. Good thing I'm in the mood to crack open some metal heads.
All right, let's move.
Something is amiss in the training facility. Please proceed with caution.
These are terrible.
Yes.
Come on.
Tower systems restored to 55% functionality. The doors to the living quarters should now be unlocked. Proceed quickly. The Wasp requires immediate assistance.
The time has come.
This is a private Avengers party. No crashers allowed. Ultron and I go way back. His sentries have never seen this alive. Vision, if you're not too busy, you might want to scan these guys for abnormal energy readings. No such thing as a lazy morning for an Avenger. We need to pull the plug on these rust buckets. That was tougher than I expected.
This area of the tower is now secure. Please continue to the next interface terminal at once. I'm detecting strong energy readings directly outside of the tower. This may be the next wave in Ultron's attack. Keep heading towards the helipad.
Yes.
Who designed this room? Oh, right, me. Well, even if it survives Ultron's attack, I'm scrapping it after this and putting it in a Zen garden.
Mighty fine work, mon ami. Mighty fine indeed.
Tower systems restored to 65% functionality.
Damn it. Oh, God. I'm never going to memorize these. I can memorize like all the puzzles in the Resident Evil game without much issue. like Resident Evil 1, the HD, or even just the original, the remake, the remaster, yeah, that's just like, those are ingrained. But then something like this, where it's like these overhead sections, I can spend an hour just watching over and over again. I'm not gonna memorize a single thing.
Power systems restored to 90% functionality.
Just a little further. The helipad is straight ahead.
We must go.
Superior to your frail, fleshy forms. But my artificial mind was limited by inferior programming. I give you credit. You organic life forms may be obsolete, but you fight as if you still have a future. Damage me all you wish. You will not prevail. I have analyzed every possible outcome and prepared contingencies. Today, the age of Ultron begins. Even my most powerful attacks cannot match the might of the Mind Stone. Your attacks may destroy my sentries, but the one true Ultron is forged to perfection.
Nowhere to run.
Ultimo's a walking weapon of mass destruction. He may be headed for Avengers Tower, but Ultron could easily use him to level the entire city.
Sure is some hot water over here.
Hang tight, Avengers. Help is on the way. Just hold back that oversized Iron Man knockoff and clear me a place to land.
Yes.
Gambit itching for some action.
With the Mind Stone and Ultimo both in play, I have determined a new plan of attack. I will head to the rooftop and prepare the weaponry required for the final battle. Meet me there at once.
Yes.
I hate to break it to you, Viz, but Ultimo is nearly invulnerable. Any weapons we have won't work against him.
I am more interested in defeating Ultron than Ultimo. And I believe I have found a way to use the ISO 8 to our advantage in that situation.
Yikes! Hot plasma beam incoming!
And get him under control before he takes out the whole tower.
Your time will come, Avengers, as soon as I exterminate this oversized pest.
The ISO 8's proximity to the Mind Stone should enhance my processing power exponentially.
Does that mean you can shut Ultimo down?
Eventually. But first, I will have to collect data from the fallen sentries to locate weaknesses in Ultron's programming.
Sorry!
What are you doing out there, Scott?
You know, just grappling with a synthesoid the size of a skyscraper. Typical day at the office.
Taste cold steel. Taste cold steel.
Analysis has yielded desirable results. I may have found a pathway into Ultron's neural network.
Does that mean you can remotely lower Ultimo's defenses?
Affirmative. We may not be able to damage him physically, but we can disrupt Ultron's control signal.
Weapons adjusted to target Ultron's core program. I have succeeded in lowering Ultimo's defenses. Target Ultimo, now!
This is for stepping on my favorite restaurant! Thanks for the backup!
Ultron's first firewall has been breached.
I have rewritten my code. Your efforts were for nothing.
I will need to collect more data and search for another entry point into his system.
Whoa! Easy there, big guy! I'm in huge trouble here!
I'm sorry I let you down.
Defenses successfully neutralized. Ultron is vulnerable once again. Attack!
You bring shame to your artificial brethren, Vision.
I'm pretty sure he's the only one making robots look even remotely good right now, dude.
Ultron's second firewall has been breached.
You will not corrupt my system again, my child. Surrender, and I will use the stone to permanently upgrade your minds.
Whatever you're doing over there, hurry it up!
This way. Okay.
He's weakened once again. Activate turrets.
This is merely a minor setback.
Tell that to the people whose lives you just trampled.
More data must be gathered from the sentries before I can proceed.
This is it.
With the Mind Stone, all mechanical life is mine to command, and mankind will be next.
Bad idea!
Defense is successfully neutralized. Ultron is vulnerable once again. Attack! Ultron's final firewall has been breached. Initiating containment protocol.
That's my team they're attacking. We gotta help them.
The time to...
Bring this black torch to the sacred lab. Convene the mansion to posterior. And try not to bring any uninvited guests along with you.
Time.
Keep your heads in the game, X-Men.
That's what I do best, Cyclops.
Shall we show them how it's done, Kurt?
Yeah, just like old times, Peter.
You might want to search the area for more anomalies.
Your
Front of the mansion has been cleared.
But what is now even clearer is that this threat is far from over.
There is blood to be spilled.
Why must we always do this dance?
Savior and his brats had been coming a long time.
Not without me. If you want to beat me, you better shape up.
You X-Men never learn.
Colossus is super annoying in this
That's
game.
right, you better run. I'm gonna crush you.
The Juggernaut's inertia is impossible to diminish. He's gonna bring down the whole flippin' mansion.
Clean up an ILX. Ah! I will destroy you!
So now Deadpool is inspired to join our cause. How heroic.
Guess we're ordering out tonight. Who wants pizza?
Oh, that was ugly. And I would know. I left the stove on.
Here come your dumb friends, fool. Now I can stop all of you. Party time! Haven't had this much fun in ages. I'd like to see you try to stop it.
Quick, this way!
Nowhere left to run, punks!
You think you cannot be stopped, Tovarish? Allow me to prove you wrong.
Training sequence initiated. Level Alpha.
These training programs may be holographic, but they can still hurt us.
They don't call it the danger room for nothing.
Have you come all this way to die? Level Alpha clear. Initiating level Beta.
That's an unlucky hit.
Level beta cleared. Initiating level gamma.
That's an unlucky hand. It's all perfect. That's an unlucky hand.
The threat level is escalating quite rapidly. You think this is intense? Hey, Mystique, switch it over to the file marked Deadpool's Danger Room Dream Dates.
Level gamma cleared. Initiating level delta. Critical error. Power levels beyond maximum threshold. Abort training sequence. Abort. Abort. Abort.
I donated my favorite deck for that.
You didn't get us killed.
I shall build a new world in the name of Homo Superior.
Slaughter them, Outriders!
Whoa! Where do these things come from?
That's an unlucky hand.
The stones will be ours before the rest of the Black Order even arrives.
Our master will be most pleased.
Think of God, any God.
100 ugly aliens down, 2 more to go.
Insolent whelps! I shall eviscerate you all in her honor!
Good news, Corby! For once, I'm not the ugliest guy in the battle!
The only master you shall bow before today is the master of magnetism.
I've never seen power like this before.
He ain't gonna let up. Not with rays like that power in him. Trust me, I know.
Don't waste your breath and our time. Once.
Still alive?
She's back. How the heck can we fight them both?
Not without you.
Wrong button. Might as well. Alright, that's enough.
shall bring Thanos the stones and your heads.
Run all you wish. There is nowhere on this planet that is safe. The thrill is in the hunt, my love.
What are you waiting for? Go already and leave the alien freaks to me.
Even with this.
Our team in the lab just figured out how to upgrade your ISO 8. Better stop in.
Mindless ones. Their only instincts are to defend this dimension and to conquer others.
Hey, I landed the role of mindless one on this team fair and square. No way.
We've got to stop these beasties before they overflow into our reality. That about does it. Team, anyone?
Magic powering these portals is unusual, even for the dark dimension. I fathom I've already jumped through enough holes in reality for one day, sweetie.
Be on the lookout for anything unusual in that region.
Another rift. It's as if the fabric between dimensional planes is beginning to shred. Can't let the mindless ones cross to the other side. Well, that artifact is releasing powerful arcane energy. Could it have something to do with the rift? The magic from this artifact is somehow powering the rift. Maybe destroying it will close the crack and keep the darkness from seeping into other dimensions. Of course, the magical signature of each artifact seems to correspond with a similarly colored rift. These relics come in so many colors, yet not one goes with my outfit. Pity that. This rift is different. Stronger. I can feel it. It is beyond the point where smashing some trinkets will seal it. It is as I feared. More powerful magic will be needed to mend this fracture.
Level up.
I will have to handle this one myself.
Hope you heroes don't mind some help.
Oh wait, what about? Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
The spirit of vengeance never rests. Should do the trick. These monsters they don't feel pain. Once I am pleased not to ride alone. It feels good to finally be free again.
different dimensions. We have to seal them shut before the realities converge.
So long to make you mine, Stray. Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
What are you doing, Gambit?
A sorcerer supreme pales when compared to the dread Dormammu. Your mortal allies will die by your own hands, Stephen. Curse you, Strange. Your soul will be mine.
We'll need to make our way to Dormammu's lair and pick up a little something extra along the way. Dormammu's toying with the Reality Stone's power. It's altering the fundamental properties of this dimension, right down to our perception of it.
It's over.
Ah, damn it, wrong button.
Dormammu is immune to the magic born in this dimension, but the Reality Stone has created an anomaly. Dark crystals that we can use to absorb and reflect Dormammu's energy, if we can find them. These are the crystals I spoke of. I can sense that you carry similar ones already. We should be able to use these to erect a mystical shield. The crystals are more fragile than I expected, but there should be more as we traverse closer to Dormammu and the stone.
All of these winding paths and warp holes are giving me a bloody migraine.
I'm beginning to think I should have stayed in hell.
Why is my party not here yet? What just happened?
toying with the reality stone's power. He's altering the fundamental properties of this dimension.
You heroes have no idea what you found, do you? Crystals, ice rays, call them what you will. Soon, they'll all be mine. And you thought one of me was hard to handle? The one true Loki doesn't crumble under pressure. Perhaps I should have thought this through a bit more. I shouldn't have been able to do that.
Bad idea.
Well, that was certainly unusual. Anyone know what that was all about?
All that matters is that he is gone, that we have his crystals, and that Dormammu lies ahead.
Dormammu's lair is near. Focus the energy from the crystals to destroy his enchanted barrier. We can't delay. Dormammu's shield must be broken. We can absorb their attacks with the crystals and redirect the energy at the barrier. We'll need more crystals to destroy the barrier. But the mindless ones are bringing them right to us. Fantastic. The barrier is beginning to weaken.
Nowhere to run.
We're almost there. Just a bit more.
Definitely gets a workout with Gambit.
We've breached the barrier. Nowhere left to hide now.
Yeah, those barrier sections are terrible. I don't like them even the slightest bit.
Accustomed to chaos, but this realm makes even my head spin.
You know, I'm suddenly kind of glad I didn't have those tacos after all. Because I'd probably be spewing them back into my mask about now.
Especially this one. This one's terrifying.
Which sorcerer is truly supreme, Stephen?
I have Dormammu. He is about to extinguish your flame once and for all.
You in my own realm? You are either exceptionally brave or insane. Impressive, but not nearly enough to defeat me.
We're not doing any damage. Use the crystals to absorb his beams and create an opening for attack.
Jean Grey and Gambit synergize so well. But I said she's not negotiable really. Ah, damn it.
I'm tired of these games. You shall learn that Dormammu is always the victor, no matter the reality. This is my domain. None should be able to defeat me here.
Yeah, like the bombs are lying around. Like I don't know exactly what like activates them because I always just like pick them up and chuck them, and they usually just like go right through. So I just got used to mashing through the barriers. So just like that one just went right through. Yeah, I don't understand the point of it. Just go in there because they always just go right through one. Like clockwork.
We came.
So I really like the Attilan level just because how short it is. Like honestly, it's just like a lot of the levels just feel like they drag on, and they have some kind of gimmick to them that I just kind of roll my eyes at them. But the Attilan level, honestly, just because it's so short, it's nice. Especially because I'm making terrible time right now too.
For the sake of... Has all of Adelon gone mad? Hurry! We must deliver him to the infirmary at once. If we don't get Gorgon some help fast, he's not going to make it.
How can
I'll use my amber to shield Gorgon from further damage. You focus on the Alpha Primitives.
I should have known you were behind this, Maximus. Only you would dare betray our people.
I am nothing if not predictable. Isn't that right, brother? Silent as always. But I'll give you something to talk about. Just you wait.
The Inhumans are the closest thing to a family I have now. I'm not a fighter, but I guess this is my battle now.
This isn't the first time Maximus has tried to claim the throne from his brother. Not even close. The guy's a brilliant inventor, but he's never been quite right in the head. Still, matter not, he is family. We refuse to give up on him, even if he refuses to change his ways.
You always thought I was insane, but I know exactly what I'm doing, and I relish every twisted moment. Fighting my own flesh and blood over and over grows tiresome. This should be an interesting change of pace. Your pathetic attempts to resist are almost adorable. Is that really all you thought? I've gone from bad to bored. If you're done, I have a city to rule. Your time on the throne is about to expire.
Stay close to me! Over here. I can generate enough amber to protect you.
See, this is like Psylocke. I love Psylocke, but her attack, that's her best attack, and it's so annoying how often it misses.
Is it clear now who wears the crown?
This is Winter Soldier, broadcasting on the Avengers emergency frequency. Again.
This is Winter Soldier, broadcasting on the Avengers emergency frequency. Again, if any...
These are the coordinates Bucky transmitted. So, where is he?
We've got company. AIM must have followed Bucky here.
You're getting close to another one of those rifts.
It's an ambush. AIM must have expected us.
Take care of them. For the moment.
More trouble incoming. AIM's not messing around.
My fury will rain down upon you.
Not so smart.
That's an unlucky hand.
Looks like AIM is turning up the heat. Watch your feathers, folks.
I like Storm because she's AoE and crowd control, which highly valued. And she can do some damage to bosses, and she flies, so like, I do like her. So it's like, she's one of the characters I have on rotation in that bulge spot that Elektra's in right now. Yeah, I have like Moon Knight I want to test out for a bit because he does some nice damage as AoE. He doesn't fly or anything, but yeah. But yeah, I do like Storm a lot.
Area secured, and we couldn't have done it without you, Aurora. That's part of a Quinjet. Good thing the Winter Soldier was built tough.
That means he's still out here somewhere. We need to keep searching.
AIM will not dishonor this sacred land. Strike their barriers down at their source.
We're pinned. We need to disable those turrets.
We are easy targets where we stand. We must find a better angle of attack at once. We must find something to block their attack. Quinjet is here, but the Winter Soldier is not. Could that be a blessing in disguise?
That parachute! The Winter Soldier must have ejected before the crash.
I knew it. There's no way he'd go out without a fight.
Knowing Bucky, it'll be one for the ages. Makes me feel sorry for Abe.
There. We're almost back to the capital city.
Hold them, my sisters! May Bast guide our hands.
You do not stand alone, adored ones.
These sniper enemies, easily the worst enemies in the entire game. I don't know who playtested on it and thought that these were a good idea. These are absolutely terrible.
Wakanda forever!
The Dora Milaje are formidable, but even the best warrior benefits from strong allies.
They're absolutely horrendous.
Panther smiles upon us all.
That's cheating, game.
I would gladly give my life for my king.
That will not be necessary. Not today.
Taking control of the palace's defenses. We must destroy the control modules.
Once the control modules are destroyed, Wakanda's defenses will be restored, and AIM will be vanquished.
Under our control, we can show AIM what they are truly meant to do.
Did they really think they could turn a panther against you, T'Challa?
Go now before more reinforcements arrive. We will keep the invaders at bay.
Stop me from getting my revenge! The Panther will pay!
If you want to claim Wakanda Claw, then we shall give you all it has to offer. He's giving us
Honestly, the choice of Claw is weird. Like, did he show up in one of the MCU movies? I just completely forgot about it. Because, like, one problem I had with Marvel Twin Alliance 2 was that, like, the villains they got for that one, they were, I wouldn't even say they were C-tier villains. They went like the bottom of the barrel. Like the ones that the D-listers wouldn't even want to be associated with. And this one, they generally went all out with like villains who would be well known. It's like Thanos, Ultron, Magneto, and Dormammu. Yeah, even like Maximus. There was the Inhumans show. I never watched it, but generally for this, they kind of went just the one that would be well known to, like, because it's really, it appeals to like the MCU people, which like I'm not really a fan of. I love the original Iron Man movie. Then some of the more recent ones, like I liked Shang-Chi. I didn't mind Eternals. It could have been shorter. I actually didn't mind it. Black Widow, I didn't mind it at all.
We must find MODOK and recover the stone before he can use it against my people.
Yeah, and then obviously like, even like the non-MCU movies, like the X-Men stuff, like they're going to know who they are. They're gonna, people are gonna know them. You know, like Mysterio was in, what was it, No Way Home? Spider-Man No Way Home? Like, yeah, so it's not, I guess that's like, that is MCU, but it's like Sony owns it, so I don't know, I don't really know like the whole specifics of like Sony, like their ownership of like Spider-Man license, like for like movies, TVs, and games. I don't really understand it. Like I haven't looked into it. I think it's odd, but yeah, people would know because No Way Home is pretty big. So they know Mysterio from what was this, Jake Gyllenhaal, right? Yeah, because that was like 2018? Or was it 2020? I don't remember if it came out like before or after. I want to say it came out before, or if it was coming out after this, then it would have been like around the same time period, so people would have watched that movie. They would like play this game and then be like, oh, okay, that's Mysterio. Or they would have watched the movie and then they would play this game and be like, oh, that's Mysterio.
As long as that stone is in MODOK's hand, none in Wakanda are safe. It is our duty to stop him.
These corridors connect the royal palace to Wakanda's city of the dead. The necropolis is where
And
Wakanda's
like
former
Doom,
king
that's an
rests
iconic
in eternal
villain. So
glory.
there was
Unless you wish
like the
to
Fantastic Four movies,
Stick to science, gentlemen. Fighting
but
isn't your strong suit. Winter Soldier would have been a lot more useful down here with us.
If MODOK is as wise as he believes, he would have retreated to his catacombs.
how did that not get this guy? Okay, we're not gonna do this.
The necropolis holds more than just the remains of my ancestors. It is home to Wakanda's greatest treasure. Knowledge.
MODOK is still using Panther's bodyguards against us. We need to take them out.
My father is buried here. I will not see this place defiled.
The path has been blocked. I think we can all guess where to wait.
I suspect MODOK will be just beyond this corridor.
Your ancestors were ahead of their time, T'Challa. Thank them for me when I send you to meet them.
This knowledge was not meant to be perverted by villains such as you.
If everything is just an experiment, perhaps you'd like to test mine.
MODOK show up in? Isn't he in the Agents of Shield show?
So much.
I know he's like an iconic villain, but he's not like on the iconic level of like Doom, Magneto, or like Galactus in the first Ultimate Alliance. Obviously, like Loki is like would be very well known at this point. So.
But if you resist, we will take your lives as well.
Don't listen to him. We still have a chance.
His voice, so strange but so familiar.
I can read your every move before you make it. Come back and play!
There, that chamber. We should be safe inside.
Yeah, because, yeah, this would have been after the third Thor movie, which was, that was Ragnarok. I don't remember who the villain, what was the villain in Dark World, but Ragnarok was Hell, right? It's Kate Blanchett. Then Red Skull, you know, that's an iconic villain, so you put a character that the comic fans would know, and you put a character that, the MCU fans would know. Yeah, the Destroyer armor shows up in the first Thor movie, and that's iconic also.
There is no easy escape from this realm. Protective magic prevents me from opening a portal.
I think the original Ultimate Alliance still has the most interesting selection, because that was the era when it was like, there's like the Spider-Man, the first two Spider-Man movies, the first two X-Men movies were huge hits, and then the third one for each one, they were not as well received. And then there's like the Blade movies. There's like two Fantastic Four movies, although neither one of them was particularly good. What else? There's like the Punisher movie. Yeah, so that was like the pre-MCU, the like what Marvel's doing in the 2000s. So like they didn't really go as much like trying to attract those people as much as they went like trying to get like the comic book fans. So like there's a lot of like, B-listers and C-listers in the original Ultimate Alliance. But you still have like, you know, Doom and Galactus and all these iconic villains that the comic book fans were going to know. And you put a bunch of characters that like for them they're going to be like they're going to know because they're fans of the source material. I don't really like all Ultimate Alliance too. I think that one it goes like the Civil War storyline. Kind of like how I think was it Age of Ultron was supposed to, yeah, the second Avengers movie was supposed to be kind of like Civil War, and then there's like the catalyst of it's basically supposed to be like what Civil War, the catalyst in the comic books were, but they're completely different. Then
Follow me.
No. What was it? Not Age of Ultron. Age of Ultron. Captain America: Civil War was the one that was that should have been an Avengers movie. I guess like contractual obligations, they had to label it Captain America. Yeah, that was the one where like, Age of Ultron was like that was supposed to be like the Civil War catalyst for Captain America: Civil War. Yeah, I said most of the movies I don't really like that much. I know like a lot of people, they end up being retired like the Marvel movies the past few years. And the ones that people are retired of are the ones that I actually like. I like Doctor Strange, but I didn't watch the second one. I like Shang-Chi. I don't know why people didn't like Shang-Chi aside from just like the way people are, just the past way of saying it. said, Eternals, I didn't think Eternals was as bad as everyone said it was. Like, it could have definitely been like a half hour shorter. Black Widow was fine. It had some good performances. Is it David Harbour? Is that his name? The one who was the Crimson Dynamo? He was just in the Alone in the Dark remake. Yeah, he was great in that. Then Florence Pugh. She was okay as White Widow in the Black Widow movie, but she was way better in Hawkeye the show.
Then into the jaws of the dragon we go.
Yeah, very underappreciated. The Moon Knight show I thought was fine. I thought like it ended strongly. It took a while to build up there. I remember, yeah, when I played the original Twin Alliance back in like 2007, 2008, I unlocked Moon Knight. I was like, I don't know who this guy is, because at the time, like a lot of like those characters and villains, like I didn't really know who they were. Like, I was like reading comic books, but I think at that point I kind of like shifted a lot more to DC. So like, I actually have Justice League Heroes, the like DC version of Ultimate Alliance that came out around the same time. I just haven't gotten around to actually like playing through it.
The throne room lies ahead. Prepare thy words if thou desirest, warriors. I shall prepare my sword just in case.
Yeah, I think by I would have had started shifting more towards DC than Marvel. So it was always really interesting. Like all these characters I don't know show up in Ultimate Alliance, and then years later, they're like a lot more well known. Like the one that always stands out, not even a character, it's like in like the trivia machine, they name dropped a writer at the time named C.B. Cebulski. These days he's the editor-in-chief of Marvel. So like that's something I always think about. Like when I think about Ultimate Alliance 1, I always think about C.B. Cebulski being named. It's like as a character that like that's how you know that they went for the comic book fans and not necessarily the fans like the Marvel movies at the time. So like the hardcore comic book fans would have known the name C.B. Cebulski, which I didn't know at the time. And then like we fast forward all these years after Joe Quesada stepped down from editor-in-chief. The C.B. Cebulski is the one who's in charge of Marvel these days, the comic books. And that's just something that makes me smile. Like I'd like a more Ultimate Alliance 4, but they can't keep it exclusive to the Switch again. Like this game runs like complete trash. Because it's on the Switch. Yeah, I don't like buying games on the Switch just because they run so poorly. Yeah, so I hope that if they make the Ultimate Alliance 4 anytime soon, that it's multi-plat. Me personally, I prefer Xbox, but as long as it's like just on anything other than a Switch, it's fine. That's all I really ask for.
That villainous vixen Hela is still at large. We must seek counsel with the Allfather.
I would like if they remastered Ultimate Alliance and Ultimate Alliance 2 again. I just think that they feel really aged, so like I don't know how much they could really improve on the gameplay. Like I have Ultimate Alliance on the first one, I have it on 360 and PS2. You could tell that it was the 360 version. At the time would have been the next gen version. That's just the upscaled PS2 game. So like I have Ultimate Alliance 2. I never got that when it originally came out. For I don't know, whatever reason, I just never got around to buying it. So I did buy the remaster when like right before they got delisted because they went on sale. Cause I think they're $20 each, or they're $40 each. I don't remember, but I remember buying it for 10. And I was like, I have Ultimate Alliance 1 on 360. I don't need to buy Ultimate Alliance on Xbox One. I can't even use my save file. But I would buy it again. Like, if they brought them back, like someone pointed out in the Discord, if they like relisted them, I would end up buying Ultimate Alliance 1 and just like have it. Yeah, they're PS2 games really. So they feel like super dated. They don't feel great. It's like, you know, I don't really know how they could like, improve them other than just like remaking them. And just like, they don't really need to waste resources remaking them. I guess they could just make like Ultimate Alliance 4, but obviously this one didn't sell particularly well, so like the only reason they hold its price is because it's published by Nintendo. So I would hope that the next one will publish, Activision published it, so that means Microsoft is publishing it, so it'd be on Game Pass. It'd be nice to have Game Pass. But that also means that it would like drop down to $20 in 3 months, so that's great for everyone who. Yeah, I get it. Like, I don't pay full price for games, especially because I have Game Pass. So like that kind of just really like, it's like I really don't want to be paying $70. Now since like publishers are moving towards subscription services as well, it's like new Assassin's Creed Shadows. That's going to be on Ubisoft's subscription service day one. So when that comes out, I'm just gonna pick the 18 to play through it, and then eventually, if I like it enough, I'll buy a copy once it's like physical, digital, preferably digital. We'll see. Yeah, well, I guess it doesn't have to be like Activision to publish it, just because this was Nintendo who published it, so. It's Koei Tecmo, Team Ninja that developed it, so. Actually, it'd be interesting. Who would actually publish Ultimate Alliance 4? I hope it's not Nintendo. I like my games to run at higher than 9 FPS, especially this game. Like, one reason I kept putting this game off so much was just because like the grind, like it's horrible. It's so horrible. I just got thinking about it. Just got distracted. Yeah, it's like grinding like Wakanda Rush over and over again, especially as Gambit. God, it's just like the frame rate. It chugs so much. It's unplayable. And just like, why do I want to play this at like such a poor like performance when I could play like something like state of the art, cutting edge, like AAA at like 60 FPS. Something that I end up enjoying just as much, if not more, than just like grinding the same thing over and over and over again at like 8 frames per second. I know people love Nintendo. I'm not like super big on, like, I don't care about like Mario or Zelda, any of that. That's why I really don't like playing on Switch. That's why I hope if they make Ultimate Alliance 4, make it multi-plat, please. Well, Sony might pull the Spider-Man. He may or may not be able to appear on Xbox. Like, he's not on Avengers on Xbox, the Avengers game, but he's in United Suns, so I don't really know, like, and I was like 2K published that, so I don't really know like, how that worked. But I guess like Square, yeah, I don't know, Square is making like really terrible deals with Sony for a couple of years. That's why Final Fantasy 16 is like broken. It's like a lot of games where it's like they're on console, they're exclusive to PlayStation. Yeah, I don't like really know like why they thought they like that was gonna make them more money as a third party publisher, but yeah, they fired yeah, that like president of Square or CEO, whoever was the one making the decision at the time, yeah, they booted him because he's incompetent.
We got visitors.
Hydra brought quite an arsenal, but it shall not be enough to keep us from
Yeah, it's nice to see Square Games. Oh, god damn it. God, this one's... I have no idea how to do this one. There. Yeah, I hope if they make Ultimate Alliance 4, they get rid of like all these laser beam sections. Something like that. They're not fun at all. Especially because like the collision detection in this game is like atrocious. Like I like Team Ninja, so it'd be nice if like they developed Ultimate Alliance 4, but they just like they're usually really good at the whole like, well, this is something we did in our last game that didn't work out, so let's change it and do something else. Although sometimes that ends up making like worse mistakes. I mean, it'd be really interesting because, like, you know, Ultimate Alliance games are basically just Diablo clones, which like, I like Diablo style games, so that'd be like really funny if like, Activision published Ultimate Alliance 4 and they got Blizzard to develop it. So as in Microsoft publishes Ultimate Alliance 4 and they just have Blizzard to work on it. It all comes full circle. I mean, Diablo 4 is better than Diablo 3, which people didn't like at the time, and then like once there like content updates, they were yeah, Diablo 3 kind of became like the super level game. I think Diablo 4 is really good. I just never got around to finishing it. I thought like I guess like how like how do I play it? Like I like multiplayer. I like playing online multiplayer. I don't really understand the people that are just like rah 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 online only or like rah rah rah. It's like local multiplayer, physical games, games as a service, live service, all that. They always like just say the same things over and over again, and it's just like really irritating. Because it's just like we don't live in 1992 anymore. So they're just like, oh, everything's online, everything's multiplayer, and then like single player games come out and they don't play them. And it's just like, well, you guys complain about everything and then you have nothing to show for it. Except just like games that bomb. Yeah, Diablo 4, I like Diablo 4. I think that like, to get the most of it, you really need multiplayer, and I don't really know anyone who plays Diablo 4. And I think it's crossplay if I recall. It's been a long time since I actually played it.
Such disrespect! Bow to me, dogs!
Yeah, I think that'd be really interesting if basically Ultimate Alliance 4, like Blizzard made it, and then it was just Diablo 4 with the Marvel skin. I think that'd be super cool.
If the skull's inside that armor, we can't afford to lose.
You will not take this victory away from me.
I've seen enough giant metal death machines to last me a lifetime.
Ask.
I must.
Well, I definitely didn't hit my goal of sub 2 hours, but I mean, there's definitely room for improvement. Just like the puzzles, like the puzzle rooms, those things always screw me up. The laser beams, always. I mean, there's always gonna be room for improvement. Like, I'm never gonna go for world record pace, but I mean, I should be able to get sub 3 hours on story plus epilogue DLC, Shadow of Doom. But I think I'm gonna like level up my character some more before I do that. Yeah, cause I'm probably not gonna get them anywhere near 300, but I think that yeah, I think it's actually easier to get them 200 than I initially thought it was. I mean, it's still gonna take a lot of time. Someone told me the other day that it's tedious. Yeah, they're right that it's not difficult, but it's just tedious and time consuming. Yeah, that's like the best way I would describe it. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get to that immediately. Yeah, I mean, just like there are other games I want to play. Some other runs I want to go in the next couple days. I spent the entire day today. I woke up late. But, I spent pretty much like 10 hours today since I had a free day. Just basically just grinding, just like improving. Yeah, I did a lot of time-consuming stuff like Danger Room and Gauntlets, like I mentioned earlier. So I got that out of the way. Basically, it's just I guess it's basically just gonna spend a couple of days, just all day, just going to Odin's throne room and taking all the credits from the boxes.
You could not defeat us before we possessed the stones. You stand no chance now.
Yeah, that might have to wait a while. Like, I think I'm gonna get a.
The soul is mine. Leave now when your souls are still intact.
I don't know. I was thinking of doing a story plus Shadow of Doom like soon, but I actually want to like improve my characters a bit, quite like noticeably more. So I think it might actually I might have to hold off on that just because like how much other stuff I want to do. I'm starting a new job in a couple weeks, and I'm going from working like 10 hours a day, 3 days a week, to working 4 days a week. So yeah, I'm just gonna have a lot less time. So it's gonna be more like planning and prioritizing is how to go about these things. So eventually I get like a flow of how things are gonna be like once I start working
Keep your
a new
eyes
job.
peeled for Thane. The Black Order may be holding him prisoner, or worse.
I already put, so like I spent like a bunch of time playing this game over the past year and a half on a Switch Lite. Cause I bought this Switch. This is a model from 2017. Since the original one. So like I bought a Switch Lite a couple years back because the idea was that I was working a lot and it was just like something to do. Like since I was working like 6 days a week, so it was just like something to do in my downtime, but I never had downtime. So like, I ended up playing like a Switch Lite a bit, and then like I didn't really play games for like a long time because it's like life. And then last year, about like a year and a half ago, I was just like, you know what? Marvel Ultimate Alliance, it's a game I wanted for a long time. It took a while to get it because it's a Nintendo game. I don't like paying Nintendo prices. But I played it on my Switch Lite. So I had to, I had like 80 hours on that, I think.
Hey, you think this gallery has a concession stand?
So then when I transferred my save data to here, I think earlier in the week, I checked right before I started this, I have 45 hours on this console. So that's like, in like 3 or 4 days, I've basically just been playing this game non-stop. So I would like to take a break because I'm kind of burnt out.
Hawk didn't get to smash Ugly Giant last time. Hawk won't waste another chance.
I'm at 2 hours and 4 minutes. I mean, these atrocious load times definitely don't help. But I think that I'm gonna like grind my characters like on and off for the next probably couple of weeks or so. And
my protective spell shielded us from the blast and protected the power stone as well.
maybe for like the next couple of days I'm gonna like grind them, get them I think like an acceptable level so I can do the I can do like the story mode plus DLC run, and then like eventually over time, once I get really excited at the idea of like getting these characters to like 200 plus, like level over to 200, probably come back to do a sub 2 hour run for story mode, and then probably end up getting like improve the story, the time for both like the story mode and Shadow Green. Yeah, I'm kind of so I've already played this. By the time I'm done with this, it's gonna be close to like 50 hours in like 4 days. Yeah, I'd like to play some other things for a bit. Damn it, wrong button.
My master commands your deaths.
I showed you mercy once. Never again.
Of course she seems madder than last time. We just sent her husband spiraling off into the abyss.
The death I grant you is welcome compared to what Thanos offers.
We've played this tune already, Proxima, and this time it won't end up with me on the other side of the universe.
I prove why this stone was destined to be in my hand all along.
Look out. There's no telling where that stone could send you.
This farce has played on for too long. It ends now. This is for my beloved Corvus. Taste cold soul. Bad idea. Let the universe tremble in the name of Thanos. I can summon an infinite army of Outriders, but your forces will only grow smaller.
Where did Thanos send us to? It doesn't matter. If he has the stones, we may not be here much longer.
Yes! Show me all the power you possess, and I promise I shall do the same.
So much energy all around. So hard to focus, but no choice. Must keep fighting.
No matter how pure our souls may be, this stone can still twist them into darkness. He tried to take us out of our elements, but he forgot that elements are still mine to control.
I serve in the name of death, and I shall gladly deliver you to her. I seek only to balance life and death. Your sacrifice is nothing personal.
I too serve death in my own way. It would be my honor to send you to meet her.
Your allies break and bleed, but Thanos still stands.
Look, I appreciate the thought, but you'd be way better off using the Mind Stone on someone like Stark or Strange. Or even Banner.
You delayed the inevitable. The end has come. Embrace it.
Crap. Oh. Wrong button. I'm checking to make sure that there are times when, like, how do I put, like, my laptop isn't on live split. So like I'll press start to stop it, and it'll default to OBS, and I don't use like the global hotkeys. So the last thing I want was this. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna stop the recording instead of stopping live split.
Any I have ever encountered. He's tapped into the well of all creation.
There's nowhere in space safe for you to run.
Come on, kid. Stop using the space stone to pour over the place and let me get a decent Larkin shot already.
You stopped at one blow. More proof that you could never finish the job.
Insolent cur! I should have lured you years ago.
This armor has to have a weak point. I just need to get close enough to find it.
Past, present, future.
lot bigger, Father. This power could have been yours. Reality is mine to reshape as I please. Stones called to me from the moment I first saw them. We belong together.
Zane, the stones are driving you to do this. Fight them. You still have a chance to make things right.
I never could have imagined such power.
Absolute power such as this contained even the noblest intentions. Trust me, I will know.
We must complete this journey, and any who stand in my way will fall by my hand. I can read your mind and your every move.
We have to fight against the Mind Stone's influence. We can't let Thane into our heads.
Mind is mine, Lord.
Not without me.
I will build a better universe, and if it must be from the ashes of this one.
Please, please, please don't erase reality. I really kind of sort of like reality. Sure, it's not perfect, but it's the only one I've got.
So this is what it feels like to be omnipotent.
What? Oh, damn it. How could I forget? I'm tired. Huh. Whatever, I'll just do the math. It's fine.
Your restless soul, permanently. It's almost too much to handle.
I'll figure out the time. It's fine. It's like only a couple seconds. Yeah, I'll figure it out. That's my fault. Sorry about that.